Yes, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. A beautiful hello to every single person that's tuning in and joining us right now. And welcome to the brand new show called Lead Now. We gotta bring our audience in. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. And just in case you don't know what this amazing show is all about, we are all about highlighting the significant aspects that cover the concept of leadership. There we go. I see you on point today, Anton.
Yes, we're singing together today.
Come on. Yeah, you brought your smoothness. Jumping into it, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case you don't know who I am, I go by the name of Rendani Tshivhula, a.k.a. Randy, your number one MC. And I'm joined by a legend in my eyes.
I am his dad.
Yes, there we go. You can see we look alike.
Yeah, he's got same, almost the same hairstyle. I am Anton Venter. I am a developer of people.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Yes.
And I've developed leadership, I develop character, and I help people become the person that they were created to be.
Yes, yes. And it goes without a doubt. I'm one of the products. I'm one of the experiments that have literally set out positive outcomes. And thank you very much, Anton. Look, that was not part of the script, but we're going to carry on, all right? So this amazing brand new series, in this first edition, we'll be covering the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by Dr. John C. Maxwell. And I think we got to give him a shout out. A huge round of applause. Yeah.
Now that's a man of wisdom, eh?
Yeah, man.
That's someone that you can learn from.
Wisdom, influence, and words that go along in that same category. And to jump off right away, in today's episode, we'll be covering the fifth law, which is the Law of EF Hutton.
Now you're probably asking yourself, who the hell is that?
Who's that guy?
EF Hutton. To be honest with you, I don't know either. The first time I read the book, I read the Law of EF Hutton, I thought, yes, this guy must be famous.
He sounds like a brand, yeah.
But anyway, so EF Hutton is a financial services company that existed in America.
Yes.
So during the 70s, they had these adverts on TV where they would play the actual fact. Let me not tell you what the advert is. Let's show you the advert. So just have a look at one of these adverts from EF Hutton, the company.
Enjoy.
All right, children. Who's going to be the first one to recite the alphabet? How about you, Ann?
A, B, C, D, E, F, E, F, E, F Hutton.
When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen.
There you have it. So when E.F. Hutton talks, everyone listens.
Yes.
That's a principle, and that applies to leadership. So the law is called the Law of E.F. Hutton, but it should actually be the law of the real leader.
Yes.
Because what it means is that when the real leader speaks, then everyone listens, everyone responds.
Come on.
And that in essence is what this is about.
Yes.
So let me share it to you in a story.
Okay.
I've experienced this.
Make us understand, Anton. Make us
Yes.
understand.
I have a friend. I actually got friends. This friend of mine, a while back, he was appointed the CEO of a company close by.
Yes.
And it was an outside appointment. So he came in from the outside. And now he's the boss, he's the CEO.
Yes.
Runs the first board meeting.
Yes.
Okay, and they follow the agenda and he's leading the whole meeting. And I mean, he hasn't earned his stripes yet. The people don't really know him. They're still sussing him out and all the rest. But he's going through the agenda and everything else. And when he gets to the last topic, which is general, there's this guy that sits here on his right that says, sorry, sir, can I just say a few things? And the moment this guy starts speaking, he just picks up, the whole room changes, the whole vibe. Everyone suddenly is looking at this oak, they're making notes. He is assigning work to the different people. All of a sudden, it's operational. Now, this guy was his COO, his operations officer. But that is the moment where my friend realized, I'm not the leader in the room. He is. And when he realized that, he thought to himself, you know what? I can now do one of two things. I can say to this guy, hey, I'm the boss.
Yes, don't take my shine.
Or he could actually use this guy.
Yes.
And he decided to do that. So because he's a good leader, he decided, let me use this man
Yes.
so that we can have things happen in our company.
Yeah.
And that's the thing we got to understand, when it comes to leadership, it's Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
She used to say, if leadership is like being a lady,
Yeah.
if you have to tell people you are, then you aren't.
That's very true.
Yes.
That's very true. And it's actually a very powerful statement, you know? And I want to play devil's advocate here, all right? Because you explained it very nicely, but I want to create some debate. How do you identify the real leaders? I'm sure that's a mission. How do you pick up this is the real leader? What does a real leader, what is a real leader made up of?
Randy, in any team, you have to earn your role.
Okay.
You have to earn your position.
Yes.
So when you walk into a position, from the outside, you're not going to be the leader in that team yet. You have to earn that role. So you might have the position.
Yes.
But you're not going to be the actual
That's
guy.
true. That's
the
true.
real leader. So the first thing you do is, if you're in a meeting like that, and let's say now I'm in a meeting with another company and I want to determine who's the guy with the real influence.
Yes.
Then I just look at who does the people react to when they speak.
Come on.
So the real leader is the one when they speak. Everyone will be listening.
Yes.
And you can sense that they're taking this guy seriously. And that's how you know who's the guy that really calls the shots in that company.
100%.
Okay, so you get a real leader and the positional leader.
Yes.
So typically, if I'm a positional leader in a company, then I'm the guy that's going to try to lead the agenda. I will be speaking first.
Yes. Title-based, right?
Yeah. And the real leader, he'll be keeping quiet. And he'll speak later. He'll speak when he needs to speak.
Wow.
That's the thing.
You're right.
The second thing is, as the positional leader, I am not going to get things done. I'm going to need the real leader to get things done.
Yeah.
And the real leader needs his own influence to get things done.
Doesn't need affirmation.
Yeah. And the third thing is, I only influence other positional leaders in the team.
Come on.
Okay. Whereas this guy influences everybody.
Wow.
That's how you see the difference.
Okay. So it's quality.
Yeah.
But now I'm still going to bring in some impromptuness. All right. Speaking of the real leader, there's some people who speak loud. Some people who fight for their attention.
Don't be nice. I can't help I got a loud voice.
But for some people who have a loud voice, they might say because they steal the room. People look at them. Would that also, aren't those contributing factors as well?
You see, what you got to understand is when it comes to leadership, being a good speaker is one of the qualities of a leader.
Yes.
That's why it's one of the things that we develop. We develop people to speak well.
Yes.
So it is a quality. But the main concept, the main guy that the people are going to relate to is the one they know.
That's true.
So when I'm in a room and it's all strangers,
Yes.
then obviously the guy with the loudest voice and the most to say is going to be the one that's going to take the limelight. If I can take it, he's going to have airtime.
That's the guy I'm talking about.
Yes. But when we get to know each other, when we work together, when we become a team, then the real leader rises out.
I love that. I love that.
And
And
it's
I
not,
hope.
sometimes it is the guy that speaks,
Yes.
but not always.
Yes. Yeah, because, we always talk about communication, verbal and non-verbal.
Yeah.
But jumping on to another follow-up question, let's just say you might not be the real leader now, and how do you become the real leader? What steps does one need to take?
You earn it.
Power.
Yep, you earn it.
Come
That's
on.
really what it is. You got to earn it. And you
Yeah.
got to earn it, first of all, through your character. Your character is who you are when no one else is watching.
I like that.
Okay, so you have to live like the person that you want to be.
Yeah.
People want authenticity.
Yes.
They want to follow a leader that they know this guy is authentic.
Yes.
What he says is what he stands for, that is who he is.
Yes.
So it's not one guy here and one guy there. His character is solid.
Yes.
That is the type of person I want in a leader. That's the first thing. I earn it through my character. Secondly, I earn it through relationship.
Yes.
So in my team, a good leader makes sure he builds relationship with the different team members.
Yes.
He knows them.
Yes.
Right. Therefore, he can speak into their lives. That's critical. Thirdly, it's about knowledge. It's what I know.
Yes.
Okay, so if I am not knowledgeable, then obviously I cannot take the lead. So let's say I'm running a project here in an area that I really have no clue.
Yes.
Then I need the guys with the knowledge to take the
Information.
lead there. Okay,
I
because if
agree.
I do it, if I run the show as if I know everything and I don't, I'm going to be exposed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then linked to knowledge is intuition. It's about what you feel.
Your gut feel.
Your gut feel.
Yeah.
A good leader has a good gut feel as well. He knows what to do when. And then obviously your experience helps a lot. So you earn a track record.
Yes.
So people actually start respecting you because they know, okay, this guy has achieved, he's here and here and there. And linked to experience is the success you've achieved.
Come on.
Right. So
Come
if
on.
you have a successful track record,
Yeah.
then people is going to respect you more, and they're going to be more inclined to listen.
Yes.
And then the last thing is about your ability. So what you can do.
100%.
Can you do the job?
Yeah.
That is what it's about.
I like that, and I hope you're learning. I hope you're learning. Moving away from the individual, let's move it into a team context. All right. How important is it to recognize the EF Hutton, the real leader of your organization or your team?
Randy, it's critical.
Yeah.
As a leader, you must be able to identify the other leaders in your team, and you want to surround yourself with strong leaders. One of the laws that we are going to come to is the law of the inner circle.
Yes.
And that is what makes you as a leader strong, is the ability to recognize other leaders and to utilize them.
Yes.
If I feel threatened by strong leaders on my team, then I'm actually going to undermine my organization.
Yes.
We're never going to be able to achieve the way we are supposed to achieve.
Yes.
Because I am feeling threatened.
That's true.
So I'm not harnessing the leadership in my organization.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. One of the teams, now I've been a rugby coach for 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I've coached a lot of boys.
Yeah.
Right,
Including
a lot of
myself.
teams. Including you.
Yeah, I had a six pack, trust me. It was there.
Yeah, now you got a barrel.
Let's carry on. Yes.
Oh, shame.
In your coaching journey of 30
Yeah,
years.
so I've coached a lot of good teams and a lot of good players. And the one specific character will never escape my mind. We had this specific team, and they had an exceptional captain. So when you start with these boys under 14, you are the leader because they've never played the sport before. So they listen to exactly what you say. But this boy was in this team, and he had played rugby before, so he knew how to play.
Yes.
And the boys actually deferred to him. They chose him as the captain.
Yes.
And they followed this guy.
Yeah.
So as a coach, the first couple of years, you are calling the shots. You say to the guys, this and this and this. This is how we do it. But over time, with this boy in the team, we realized the change.
Come on.
As coaches, the boys weren't listening to us anymore. They were listening to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we had to generate our game plan through this guy, this leader in our team.
Yeah.
He was a phenomenal leader. He's also the first boy ever where I make a call from the side of the field. We get a penalty.
Yes.
And I shout,
Post.
and he turns around to me and he says, no.
Who is this guy? I need to meet this guy.
And I said, he had so much confidence.
Yeah.
And he changed the call, and he called the team, this is what we're going to do, and they executed that perfectly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about the EF Hutton in your team. So when the boys really embrace this guy as their leader,
Yes.
Rendani, magic happens.
Come on.
Because then on that field, they start taking full ownership.
Yes.
So in your team, that's what you want. You want to have those EF Huttons. And you want to empower them, and you want to give them what they need so that they can run.
Yes.
But you got to be a strong enough leader not to feel threatened by it.
I love that. I wanted to get to that because obviously because of time, man, I wish EF Hutton, we respect you, but time is not enough, because of time. What's the pros and cons of having too many EF Huttons in an organization? Could that be a disaster, and could that be a great thing?
You got the real leader. So if you have a lot of strong leaders, it's important for you as the leader to make sure that the guys are very clear on their roles and responsibilities.
Yes.
So that they don't interfere in each other's business.
Yes.
So but it puts more of an onus on you as the leader and top to make sure that everyone is running at full pace in the organization.
Yes.
Your job is to make sure I empower these guys. I equip them, and I give them the freedom to run.
Yes.
To do what they want. If I don't, then I become the law of the lid in that person's life.
Come on.
You realize that?
Yeah.
So if I say to this guy, no, you're now running too fast, so you slow down a bit,
Creating a limitation.
Yes. Then I am the lid in that person's life and in my organization.
I love that.
And I can't have that.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to the law of leadership, to the law of EF Hutton,
Yes.
guys, raise them up. Create people who actually lead.
Yeah.
That is our job.
That's why he's the leadership expert, ladies and gentlemen. Anton, in a closing statement, words of wisdom in line to the leadership law of EF Hutton.
I want to say to you, in your life, it's important that you become EF Hutton in your life. So you must take the lead in your life. That is where it all starts. You must take yourself seriously first.
Yeah.
If you take yourself seriously and you start becoming confident in who you are, then you become more effective as a leader. And then you can start leading other people.
Come on. That's power. And I think from my side, just to add on top of what Anton has just said, I think it's very important if you want to be a great leader knows when to speak, and a great leader knows when to listen. All right?
And when to be quiet.
Come on.
See you next time. Cheers.
Lead now.
We've hoped you've enjoyed this episode of Lead Now, proudly brought to you by the School of Leadership Africa. Please remember to follow us on our social media. You can find us on Facebook at the School of Leadership and also on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SoulAfrica_ZA. Thanks for tuning in.